welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all happy and healthy. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Bluey. So today I'm going to show you how I plan. So if that interests you and you would like to see it, I hope that you would consider sticking around and subscribing, and we'll get straight into the video. Okay, so pretty much my planning method is still kind of a work in progress. I still love the personal size, and I don't know what it is, I just feel like I can fit so much more in it, which is why I love it the most. But I am slowly coming around to this little guy. However, there is just not enough room for me to write in as much as I really want to be in this. But I think I may have found a little way around it where I can kind of be in both, one that is a little bit smaller and then one that's a little bit bigger, just to fit a little bit more stuff in. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on and show you exactly what I'm doing with it. It may change over time. As you all know, I was using this, or was going to use it for 2022. And I don't know, I feel like because I'm not going to have enough room in it, it's just not going to work. Maybe down the future, we'll see. I really hope there is one time that I might be able to use it, but I feel like I've found a new way of using it. So with the smaller planning system, I don't know, I love it so much that I really do want to be in it, but you all know me, I change my mind so quickly that I'm already onto something different where I want something different, and it doesn't really stick for long unless if I truly really like it. And because it is only September, it's, you know, 2022 isn't even here yet, so I've set it up for that, but it's just taking too long, and now I'm like, nah, I want to use it because I don't like seeing it there and not being used. Okay, anyway, to basically show you what I'm doing in this little guy is just your normal stuff. So in here I have little memo cards just so I can write down some things that I may need. Now, in a sense, this planner will actually be for my on-the-go kind of planner. So this is basically going to be my little guy for my little road trips. I mean, when we do move at the end of the year, I will be using this planner just because, well, I want both my babies together. I don't really trust the movers, and I want to make sure that I have all my info on hand. So I've got this little guy with me so I can just write down a bunch of stuff, but I've also got the big mama so that way I can check all of our, you know, important things just to be sure that we have all the info that we need. So yeah, but in this little fella, this is what I basically have come up with just for now. It may change, like I said, but we'll see. Can't remember if I actually put anything in this. No, not yet, but there will be. I'm sure I will. So yeah, so basically I've got some cards in here. At the moment I've actually got one. I did have more, but I've used it. And then pretty much we open it up and this is what you'll see. I decided to chuck in the expense card here. I just stuck it on some sticky note of how much is for each bill. Then I decided to put in next year's card where I can actually mark off important dates and write down some things that may need to be done or important. And then of course I've got some stickers here for messaging, calling, email, etc. Then we have this beautiful acetate from the Planners Anonymous, and then I just chucked a random sticky note there because I wasn't using it and I didn't want it to go to waste. And then my little to-do list inbox area to buy kind of thing. Now again, remember this is basically my on-the-go planner that I will take and chuck in my purse all the time, or I say purse, I mean my bag. But yeah, so pretty much goes straight into the calendar. I don't know, I really like the look of this and the layout of how I've got it, so I kind of think I will keep it this way. But yeah, so we've got calendar, and this is the calendar view for this year. I will need to order next year's ones, and basically I've just dotted the days that are basically payday and then cross them off when they're done. I mean, it's not necessary, but I feel like it may actually help me a lot better. I do think I'm going to continue doing this into the next year as well. Then it'll go straight into the monthly. Now, I changed the monthly top tab up here only because, first of all, I'm already tracking my bills and stuff like that in my other planner. I will still continue to do that in this. However, I decided to make it also my self-care system. Now, what I mean about that is, I'll just flip to it. I'll just actually pull that out for now. So what I mean by that is that it's just an area where I can track and make sure that I'm actually doing something for myself. Because I tend to actually forget to do those things. As much as I may write it down, sometimes I actually do forget. And typically I would do it on a Friday when it comes to relaxing, where I do my facial and bath time. But I've been really lapsing on that lately, just because of the lockdown, and I've just been feeling out of place. And I don't feel so in control of things at the moment, which is why I come to planning. I think I've just kind of, for a moment, I took a break from planning, and it was actually really good. And because things are just not in control anymore, this is usually where I come to just to feel in control again. I mean, with what's going on right now, I can totally understand why I cannot be in control of what's happening. You can't be in control of things that are basically out of your control, really. I hope that made sense. But really, anyway, I decided to track tea time, and what I mean by that is like actually legit setting up a tea party time with my daughter. I actually invite her into doing it because she enjoys a tea party just as much as I do. But yeah, so now I'm trying to keep track of our little tea parties, of when we do it, because I just feel really calm and relaxed when I have a tea, especially when I set it all up. It just looks so pretty. And then the facial and bath is usually a Friday thing, but as you can see, I had it on the Saturday. And I just feel like if I keep track of this, I will make sure that I'm actually onto it. Or, you know, you look back and you go, why do I feel so crappy this week? And when you look back and you go, oh, I haven't done something for myself, maybe you need a little pick-me-up. Now, because of lockdown as well, I can't go and get my nails done, which is one of my most favorite things that help me by... It's just a little self-care thing that I love doing myself. Nails are just a part of me. I love the feeling of feeling pretty with having something new designed on my nails. I know it sounds silly, but I really miss them. And that's normally what I would track. But because I can't right now, I have to try and find other ways to do a self-care kind of thing. So that is tea, that is the relaxing facial and bath. And when out of this lockdown, I will also keep on top and track the hair and then also nails. I'm looking so forward to that. But yeah, so this is just a little area. I know I may have rambled on a little bit too much about it, but this is just a little area for me to keep track of my self-care, basically. And yeah, and then we have the bills. As you can see that I have them color-coded for those specific dates. So now we will head to schedule, and pretty much it just shows you the goals that I want to achieve. I like having this here only because I love it as a first thing that I see when I see schedule and flick straight to it, and you'll see your goals immediately. I do have a section in my other planner, but sometimes I do forget to even check it, to be honest. So I do kind of like having that in this planner as well. I know I have two of the same in each planner, but I feel like the more you have it and the more you see it, you'll actually accomplish it. So I really, really like the fact of having it right there, straight up in front. And I actually like to keep this here for the year, just to actually give myself some kind of leeway, because we don't always have to achieve stuff in like the blink of an eye. We don't have to achieve stuff in a week or a month. You know, I give myself a year so that way I can at least feel like I have at least tried to do it for that year. I'm not gonna lie, we have been doing so well with the no spend, but then I broke it. We were doing so well. We did really good for a couple of months, and then I kind of broke it because I found something that I'm sure you lovelies are going to be so freaking thrilled for. I can't even contain my excitement. I'm so excited. It is on its way. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm telling you right now, you're going to be freaking out. Like, you're going to be so excited. But yeah, so I won't mention anymore, otherwise I'll blurt it out by accident. But yeah, and then get outside, because I have been forgetting to go outside and I've just been miserable and hiding inside because of fear. And yeah, I'm trying to make myself go back out and garden, because that's what I like to do. Go for a walk. Actually, I haven't been doing that because I'm still too paranoid to leave the house, I won't lie. And basically, lately I've just been going out in the backyard, really. I've been doing some gardening. I've been literally just sunbathing and relaxing out there with the kids and the dogs, and yeah, it's nice to get outside. So I have been achieving that one as well. So I may not be achieving it like every single day or every month, but when I have those moments of achievement, I always go back to this and remind myself that this is why I'm doing it, because it feels good to achieve something. Anyway, I felt like I spoke about that way too much, or way too long. Anyway, oh, I didn't even realize there was the exercise on here. I'm going to have to update this. Anyway, so let's get straight into the weekly. Now the weekly, this is very old. I haven't gotten back into it because I just haven't. But they're all undated, which is why I like it so much. So pretty much it will look like that, but then it'll kind of look like this when it's filled out. But because I haven't been in this planner and I don't really want to waste the inserts right now, I've just kind of stuck to the big girl. So this little one has basically been neglected a little bit, apart from the self-care section. And then we go straight into the dailies, and this is what dailies looks like. I have been really enjoying these, especially for doing specific timing for specific things of what I wanted to get done and achieve for that day. As you can tell, it's mostly about filming and whatnot. Now, when I use this out and about, when we finally do get out, I will probably use this up a lot more, especially for the days that I'm very busy and want specific things to be done. So I'm really keen on that. Then we have the list section, and this is just another area for me to write down a bunch of stuff. If I'm out and about, I can just have an area to write down and just write down a bunch of crap, really. And then just put it where it needs to go later. I don't know why I do this, but I like keeping track of the regular things that I get done, which is, well, used to be, nails, car air freshener, car wash, hair treatment. I just feel like sometimes we forget to do these things, but I do try to keep on top of them when we are out doing that kind of thing, because I always tend to forget it. But it's always good to try and keep like a nice fresh air freshener in the car, because sometimes, I don't know, if you've got children, you'll understand, the car can get a bit rank sometimes. And then a car wash, we don't always do it, but I really have been trying to do it as a regular thing. Obviously not right now, but before, that was something that I tried to do because I love seeing my shiny bright red car. And then hair treatment, it was just basically to try and have like a nice self-care thing for me, to get out of the house and to go and treat myself to a nice little hair treatment. They're not that expensive, so that's why I was okay with it. And yeah, it's just regulars that I like to enjoy and do for my things or myself. Then I have a to buy list. As you can tell, I've added on more. I'm about to add more as well. But I have the to buy list. Then I also have this section here or this list that says places to eat. I honestly can't remember who I got this from, but it was a brilliant idea because me and hubby, we always love going to specific places, and then there's sometimes where you go to one and then you forget the name of it, if you know what I mean. So basically, I've now decided to write a list of the places that we love, like, to go to all the time to eat. whether it's as a family or whether it's like a date night or date lunch thing. Yeah, I like actually having this list in here, which makes it very easy for me, because if I have this on hand, I can just go into here and be like, oh, what's that place that we wanted to go to again, but we can't remember. We just go here and go, okay, these are our favourite places, which is the one that we really want to go to, and then we just pick it. So yeah, really keen on using this for when we get back out in the world. But yeah, so I love that idea. I really wish I remembered who it was, because I would have shouted them out. But I really can't. I'm so sorry. Anyway, and then we've got a bunch of random notes here, which is just for obvious reasons, just to write more notes, obviously. And then I've got a sticky note that I ended up cutting down just to fit there. Then I have this check off. As you can see, it kind of smudged. I did that with my hand. I was making sure it wasn't going to rub off on here. I mean, you do not want to mess up a nice, beautiful motor. But yeah, so pretty much it's just a couple of things that I want to kind of check off. I feel like a permanent marker will be much better on this rather than this pen. This pen seems to still smudge a little, which is why I haven't really used it in a while. Then I have some little checkbox card paper things that I kind of made just to fit in here. I made these ages ago. For what reasons, I have no idea, but it is up here. Then in the back here, I've just got some of these notes that I made, or note cards that I made ages ago. I'm not sure if I will kind of bring this back. I'm so horrible with trying to set up like a little website thingy to sell. I just couldn't wrap my head around it last time. Maybe I might make these as like a little free thing for people to download, and that way you can print them out yourself. I don't know. Let me know what you reckon. But I have so many different card styles that I designed that I really, really like and use. I don't know, they're just fun, and I think they're really nice and neat. But that's what I have in the back of that pocket. Then in the back here, I've literally just got some more inserts that I basically use whenever I need. And that's pretty much it. And then we have this, my favorite as always, the 0.3, sorry, Sarasa Zebra Clip Pen. Absolutely love it. Although it does smudge on the cards, it's still a massive favorite for me. So that's pretty much what I'm using this planner for. This planner is basically on the go kind of planner. I was considering using it as a little card, what do you call it? Those wallet planners. Whether I will set that up, you will all know about it, I'm sure. But that's, yeah, this is my on-the-go planner. This will go with me everywhere now. But yeah, so that's that one. Now for this one, we have the personal size. And this beautiful baby, as always, it just reminds me so much of Chanel. I love it. If I didn't mention it before, this is the Moterm Litchi Pink planner. I bought this on Facebook ages ago on Marketplace. So I can't really be specific with what it is. All I know is that it's just a regular Moterm planner. But, oh, I have to admit, I am so obsessed with this thing. I cannot wait to get more, to be honest. But yeah, so there is this one. I don't know what this one is. I can't remember it, to be honest. But I just call it Chanel because it's so much like Chanel. It just looks luxurious, and the checkpoint, it's just so beautiful. Anyway, so to get straight into it, I'm going to just quickly list a few things. So we've got the Tombow Highlighting Pen, which was $9.10, I'm pretty sure. Then we have the same Sarasa pen. We've got this little printout die cut that I've done here. Then I have a to-do list in the front pocket. And as you can tell, I've actually put a little symbol, which this symbol is for YouTube. And on the to-do list, it's basically to do a bunch of stuff that I want to do with filming or to do with YouTube kind of thing. So I have that. Then I have I'm pretty sure this one's Mercy. So this is just another little note card where I can write down more stuff. Then I have these two page flags from Made Paper Co. I like to keep them up there just for, well, basically for anything really. Then behind here I have a couple of stickers. Honestly, I'm just trying to really get through these. So these are from GP Studio. I don't even think they're open. I've tried to go on their website so many times and I really don't think they do stickers anymore. Then there is the Sassy Dreams planners. Planners? Yeah. Oh no, planner, sorry. The Sassy Dreams planner. I really enjoyed these. These were really good. Payday and Bill Jude, just simple and sweet, perfect for what I was using at the time. And then we go straight into this, which is a vellum sheet from Made Paper Co. Look, a lot of things that are in this is going to be Made Paper Co. because I'm absolutely obsessed with her shop. If you want a discount code, I'll link it all down below for you to check out and use. But yeah, so everything I have is basically from Made Paper Co. That's how much I love her. So we've got the vellum piece, we've got this cardstock here that says 2021. Then this little die cut is actually from Hello Paper Cat. Super, super cute. I actually do kind of want to order from her again because these are so cute and I just love them. But at the same time, I don't really decorate my planners like crazy, but I feel like a little touch of this is just nice. Then we go straight to the inbox area, which is where I write or have my to buy list and then to-do list of things that I want to get done. And then of course I've got, at the moment, this is my little setup for online orders, but just recently I've actually introduced something new, so you'll see that later in the video. But yeah, so we've just got a couple more sticky notes here. Then it'll go straight into our weekly overview, which is basically what cleaning stuff I do, or you know, my regular routine of what actually gets done on each day, or you know, what happens for the week. That happens every day. Then we have this to clean list. Last time I really liked this because I can write down the date the last time I actually did any of it. As you can tell, I've kind of been slacking. I just haven't really been in a cleaning mood. I've been so fatigued lately that I haven't really been doing very much. Anyway, so this is just basically a to-do list for cleaning. As you can see just there. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that you could see it just then. I was like, oh no, is it even in shot? Anyway, moving on, we have this one as well, which is just basically a reminder to get this kind of stuff done. I have been really trying to do regular haircuts, but COVID kind of just knocked that on the head. But then hair treatment, same reason. Replace beauty blender. I'm actually going to have to cross that one out because now I don't use a beauty blender. I just use a brush that I bought recently from Nakia Joy Cosmetics. So amazing, best brush I ever bought, and I can actually reuse it constantly without having to worry about like the sponge. The sponge, I found like it just always was dirty. I don't know, it just felt really dirty and I didn't like it, no matter how much I cleaned it. So I have a brush now. Clean my car, schedule a date night. Well, unfortunately we can't really do that very much. Pap smear, that was the main reason of why I started this list. It was because I needed to get a pap smear done, and I don't remember, like, who the hell remembers when the last pap smear is? Like 3 years, 5 years later down the track? Nobody knows. Which is why now I have this in my reminder, and why I have an exclamation mark, because this is very important. And when you have a little scare, you kind of just don't really write this down until you have a scare, really. But yeah, so, and then we have the dyeing of my hair, and that's pretty much it for that section. Then we go into the waiting list. As you can tell, this is yet to be put up, but these are basically the top picks of people that I put up on my Instagram page, and I think it's like got 3 that you can only choose kind of thing. But these are the ones that are to go up next. So there you go, I've already shown you. But they're going to go up soon eventually. So yeah, in the awaiting list, we have the to-do list of things that need to be done. Considering we're moving at the end of this year, the to-do list, there is a lot of things that we need to get done. So yeah, we really are trying our hardest to get everything done before we move. a few important things, but other than that, there's other things that we do need to get done around the house that we like to do basically. Then we've just got a couple more paper there. Then it goes straight into calendar. Then we have this beautiful vellum from Makeup Co. Then it goes straight into monthlies. Now this is going to be full on. I'm still testing out this little, I don't even know to be honest. It's basically our bill track kind of thing, but I wanted it to be with the monthly. Anyway, the new inserts that I'm having for 2021, I'm so keen for because this will basically be written down underneath it where the calendar is. Just so excited. So yeah, pretty much this is the bill tracking system for the month. This is perfect for me. It works so well for me, which is why I'm doing it. But yeah, and then I track also the period and school holidays that are coming up. As you can tell, I haven't even highlighted where the school holidays are starting. Then we go into weekly. That's pretty much what it looks like. This was supposed to be down here, but anyway, you'll see it in the new week anyway. But yeah, so this is pretty much my weekly view. This is how I've been doing it lately, and this is what the new weekly view is looking like, which I have over here. I actually decided to do this where I take photos, but I wanted to write down my ideas so I don't forget, because I do that all the time, and then there are days where I'll just do it automatically and just put it up that day so that way I don't forget. But a lot of times I do forget and I don't write it down, so now I'm forcing it to be in sticky note form. So yeah, that's why I put that one there. Also, it gives you a little bit of colour too, so that's why I really like it there. But yeah, this is pretty much I know it's very, very basic and very simple, but this is what I have for this week's view. And as you can tell, this time I didn't make a mistake. I put the notes there over the Saturday and Sunday, so that way I can still write down things that are happening on Saturday and Sunday. And again, we have the dinners list. I actually have to write a list out. I think tomorrow I'm going to write the list of new dinner ideas that we are going to have, so we can do our food shop. But yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. Then this is the list section. I used to do this card method thing, but I don't know, I kind of really don't do it anymore. Anyway, yeah, so I used to do this card method, but I really don't do it anymore. I don't know why, I just kind of got out of it and I'm just not feeling it anymore, but who knows what the future will hold. I might end up just pulling it out and not using it, or I may find a different way of using it where it's actually kind of perfect. So, but this goes straight into the list section. I've only just started making this list and I'm so excited. I am not a book person, like honestly, I hate books. But when you find something that really, really intrigues you and you're really right into it, you actually read. So as you know, I have been on my little minimalist journey for this is the 2nd year now and I'm so loving it. And I've been really enjoying reading these minimalist books. So yeah, I've had these here, and I've read both of them already, but I wanted to reread them again because I love them that much, which is why I ended up getting them for my birthday, which was so perfect. And yeah, I'm reading them for the 2nd time again. I'm onto the Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. Yeah, I just really enjoy it. I know it sounds silly, but I love it. Then we have gift ideas. As you can tell, this is my daughter's birthday gift idea, my son's birthday gift idea. Then we have the date night ideas, or, you know, places where we may want to go, or basically just doing it at home. Then we have my list for More Candle Co. Absolutely love her shop. Go and check her out. I love it so much. And I just realized I've got this little sticky note here, which is probably for a website that I do need. It does sound familiar. Then we have, oh, that's right, my dad was supposed to come down, but lockdown kind of happened. So I actually made a list for dinners that I wanted to do while my dad was visiting. Things that I thought he would like and what would be enough for everyone at the same time. So yeah, I did that kind of a list. Then I also have more lists about the school that I was inquiring about for the kids for when we move. And then, yeah, some extra paper. Or actually, I have one more. Oh my god, I need more. So, yeah, that's the list section. Now, we have the project section. Bear with me when I say that. So, project section for me, because I'm not much of a big project person where I do stuff, the only kind of project that I have kind of put down is the back garden, because it kind of needs to get done, to be honest. It's not even a project, it's just a forceful thing. But in saying that, I actually made like another little sticky tab and put social media in the project section just to give it an area rather than making more tabs. And technically, in a sense, I suppose it is a project because it's something that I do need to get done, where I need to keep a list, how I want it set out and what I want it to be like when it's finished. So this is just the perfect area that I decided to put it. And basically this is just an area. Obviously you're not going to see very much. I'll let you see this part, obviously. But yeah, basically this is just where I put a sticky note, and this is my inbox area for social media. And I write a to-do list of things that need to be done for filming, uploaded, posted, all that kind of stuff, just so I am on top of it and I keep track. And yeah, so pretty much that is how I have it set up. So it goes straight into social, my inbox area, then you'll see the shop codes, and I'll obviously let you see that because, well, you guys deserve to enjoy it. Yeah, so we have the shop codes, then I have a collabs area, and then, what is next? Then it'll go into, oh, actually, perfect. I thought I was going to have to blur some of this out, but it's okay. So as you can see, this was actually for a video that I did on my other channel, which is Bluey's Inspiration. I'm yet to pull this out, to be honest. So this was the list that I had to get done. So I like keeping lists with me so that way I can make sure that I'm actually checking it off and getting it done. I do it with all my videos, including the planning ones. So basically this is just where I keep a list of things that I do or that I had to get done for that video. And then it was basically things that I wanted to say. So whatever I wanted to say, I would make sure that I would write it down in sections like this. Don't mind that, that's a very old entry, like a giveaway thing that I was doing. I honestly can't remember what it was for. I feel like it was a Mumsy Bub thing. Anyway, so I just wrote that underneath. But yeah, so I have this here, and then I would write down more that I needed to say. Then I even wrote down dot points of my final thoughts. Yeah, it just works. This is just how I process and do my channel stuff on my social media section. But yeah, this is a very old intro and outro for how I wanted to say things, and now it's just such a habit that I don't even need it anymore, which is so amazing. But yeah, so this is just basically a intro and outro of what I wanted to say in my videos. I basically say this for all of them now. And then it'll go straight into YouTube ideas, but I'm going to hide them because I really want to keep it a surprise for you guys. But yeah, so it's got YouTube ideas for Bluey's Creations, and then YouTube ideas for Bluey's Inspo. And then, yeah, it's just more notes. This section is basically more notes for what I want to get done for the Bluey's Inspiration area. But in saying that, in the inbox area, I kind of kept this one up the front. What I did was actually put this in the inbox area, but I put it straight after it, if that makes sense. So that way when I flipped over the inbox, I would see that is the project that I'm working on. That is what needs to get done right now. But other than that, when there's nothing here, there's nothing that I'm working on really. But yeah, so pretty much, as you can tell, all my inserts are actually cut where the holes are. First of all, it is mainly because I don't want to wreck my rings, because over time, after opening and closing them, it ruins the rings and it's just not good. And I really, really want this to last. So that's why I've cut holes in the majority of all my inserts, so that way it makes it easier for me to just pull out and then put in new ones. But yeah, so that is pretty much all that. And then of course more paper to write. And also in the projects area, I have goals. This is super, super beautiful from the Made Paper Co. I really hope she does bring it out in her shop because, oh my god, you people need to grab this and touch it. This is so amazing. It feels absolutely amazing. I hope she makes everything feel like this, to be honest. It's just so beautiful. But I love this little dashboard for goals. I don't know, it's very inspiring, and which is why it kind of gets me right into it. I do still lack in flipping to the goals section, but whenever I do remember to do it, I see this and I remember why I do the goals, and it's just such a really inspiring dashboard. And yeah, so this is pretty much my goals, just quick, simple, straight to the point. Then it kind of gets into the more detailed stuff. I actually haven't sat down to do this as much as I've been really wanting to, but I haven't done it yet because I feel like I should wait. Sorry, lost my train of thought for a moment. But anyway, in just trying to wrap this up, so basically, yeah, I've really wanted to try and do this, but I just haven't had the time to do it just yet. Not only that, I feel like I should kind of leave it for the new year because we're almost at the end of the year. But we'll see. I might end up sitting down and go, oh, actually, I really want to get this done by the end of the month or something. But yeah, so I really like the layout of these. These are just so, so beautiful. I'm actually really, really keen to use this because I feel like this will actually help me more when it comes to completing a goal. I really do feel that. Now we're into the finance section, and as always, this has never changed. This is just my favorite little thing to have here. And then it'll go straight into, vellum is actually from Planners Anonymous. It'll go straight into the expense tracker just to keep track of what our bills are and how much is owed and when they come out. Then I actually have over here a little tracking system. You won't see it, all this is going to be blurred out, I'm sorry. So basically what it is me tracking all of my online orders. I actually have it on just sticky note. It's actually transparent, to be honest. I honestly can't wait to order the order tracker inserts from Made Paper Co. because I feel like that'll be so much neater. But I've just got it on sticky notes right now just to put it down here to kind of keep track of my orders. We've been ordering a fair amount lately. And yeah, so pretty much this is just something new that I've kind of introduced, and that's what I was talking about at the start of the video. And then it'll go straight into us basically working out how much money is left over and how much we need. And yeah, it's just another way of keeping track of our orders, sorry, keeping track of our bills, our finance, you know, all that kind of stuff, just to see how much we have left over and whether we can put it into savings or not. And then we have a bunch of just random more paper at the back there so that we can write more down and figure it all out. And then still in the finance section, we have later. Unfortunately, I don't actually have a sticker that says tracker, so that's why I kind of just put later. I figured that would work. I mean, I know what it truly means, but honestly, I just wanted to put tracker there. But yeah, so pretty much in this section, it's going to be to buy list of things that we need to buy. Then we have the wish list tracker. It's just a bunch of stuff that I'm wanting to get, but maybe later down the track I might not get it. I always change my mind, it depends. And then we have the personal section. And on the personal section, I feel like I'm going to have to change this. I really want this to be at the start. Only because I really do like seeing this, and I don't see it enough. And this is just basically a daily habits tracker thing, and it just lists a bunch of stuff that I do basically every day. Or at least try to, which is me time, to do, workout, quick tidy, and grateful for. The only things on here that I probably don't do every day is the grateful for, and I won't lie, me time is very fickle, and then workout. The workout is usually like Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. But other than that, I do like having this as a little reminder to go, hey, have you done these? And I feel like that would be much more perfect being at the front, something for me to see immediately, and yeah. But yes, into the personal section, we have this acetate, then a cardstock, then we just have honestly personal notes. I do have the morning routine and the evening routine. I feel like I'm going to change this out because I changed so much. Now I have a little reminder sheet to myself of why we don't have specific animals, because it's just a history, okay, I won't even get into it. And then I have basically some more notes to have in my planner to remind me whether I have some money in the back of the planner that I need to put into the bank. I do have gaming notes here that I actually haven't written down at all yet. Then we move into the miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is basically passwords and information about the animals, like their microchip number, etc. Then in the miscellaneous section still, we have meals. I've just created the top tab here, and basically it's a list of all of our favorite meals, foods that I personally have to avoid, and then it goes straight into our shopping list. I did make this trigger shopping list thing, and one of these days I will print it out eventually. We'll get there one day. But yeah, and this is just pretty much where I keep track of our shopping list, and then we just pull it out and then take it to the shops with us, and then that's pretty much it. I'm so glad I actually haven't thrown this out yet. So basically this is what we would get in a food shop. A lot of the time we'll go over the back, but because of lockdown, we've been ordering online. Just makes it much easier, and we don't have to go outside. But we just check it off to make sure that yep, we've got that. And then we have the home section, and in home section we have the school section, and that's basically just the kids' school passwords for their online stuff, and whatever other things that is important when it comes to the school stuff. Then we have this little card holder, which is just to hold a bunch of cards. I just realised, because I kind of pulled it out, the bottom, I'm going to put this one here. Yeah, so this is just where I hold all the cards, just because I kind of like reading them. They're really nice to look at sometimes and just have a little reminder. Then I have this little pocket at the back here that keeps a variety of things, to be honest. Usually it's just filled with cards for appointments or cash, as you can see, or we have you know, letters from the doctors that we need to take with us for the next appointment or something. So yeah, we have that. Then a page lifter, the Be Kind card that I'm obsessed with. Then we have stickers at the back here. I am almost finished with this, and then I can go onto my favorite stickers right now that are just so perfect. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing there at the back, and that's pretty much it. So basically this planner has everything that I could possibly need. If I had to choose one planner, it would be personal, because it has everything, it fits everything perfectly in here, and it would be honestly the perfect planner for what I need. It's not too little and it's not too big, it's just perfect. So there you have it, lovely. So that is how I plan. I hope you kind of understood. I suppose this kind of turned into a little bit of more of a walkthrough video rather than how I plan. So basically, yeah, this is my go-to planner, and this is what I will use when I'm out and about. So that would be perfect, and that's when I will intertwine the notes from here, transfer them over to the big one if need be. And then this one, the big baby, she is just perfect for everything, and she holds everything that I could possibly need in this planner, and it's just so perfect. I'm so glad I love this size. I love both of them, to be honest. They're so beautiful. But yeah, this is basically where I keep everything in, and it's just good to keep track of everything in one planner rather than bouncing from one to another. But this one is kind of perfect because when I go out, it's not going to be so heavy too. But yeah, so pretty much this, how I plan, is just where I keep track of my monthly, transfer it to the weekly, and write a bunch of notes down. To be honest, it's so simple, so easy. Let me know if this was actually helpful, because even I feel like when I go back and look at this and edit it, I'm going to probably be a little bit confused. But it's a video. Let me know in the comments below of whether you thought this was actually helpful, or you would like me to elaborate a little bit more on how I plan. But yeah, I really hope that just having a look at this flip through of both planners has helped you. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit that subscribe button down below, and also don't forget to like this video so that way I kind of know whether you liked it or not. Thank you for taking the time out of your day in watching these videos. I really do appreciate it, and don't forget to be positive and give love. Bye!